Hello, and welcome to Sunday. I was gonna say Saturday for some reason. It's Sunday, which means typical busy with chores kind of day. But it was pretty relaxed today, all things considered. I know the past couple of weeks have been busy over the weekend, and well, I guess last week was Thanksgiving, and yesterday was not too busy. But um, I want to talk about something that's been occupying quite a bit of my time. So I mentioned that on Tuesday, Wednesday, I spent a bulk of the day. Not even the bulk of the day. It was just like bedtime. And as I'm laying in bed, I decided to read the entirety of Chainsaw Man for whatever reason. And that's because I've been talking with a friend and they've been peer pressure. Is it pressuring? They've been pressuring me to finally pick up manga, anime, not manga and comics. So that's what I did. And I figured, I'll do it. And I read the entirety of CSM, and then from there, um, yesterday when I was in the car when we were when we were headed home, not even that, when we were headed to my cousin's house, one of the things I did was look into one of the other comics that was recommended to me. And I believe off the top of my head it was called The Many Deaths of Lila Starr. Let me just verify. Deaths of Lila Starr. Yeah. The Many Deaths of Lila Starr by... Why do you need to have such a weird name? It says book by R.A.M. Ram V. Who's... Okay, the guy's name is Ram V. Um, yeah, so that was a wonderful, wonderful comic. It's rather short, only took a brief amount of time to read, and I quite enjoyed it. So I figured let me read some other recommendations by said friend. So after reading that, I dove into... What was it? Prism Stalker, which is weird and crazy, and it was okay. I didn't enjoy it as much as I guess other people might enjoy it, but um, it was interesting. Again, I know there's a sequel. I might read it just to say I've read it, but it's okay. And then the third recommendation. Well, I talked about this maybe months ago, but Bitterroot was one of them. And then the other recommendation I got was Monstrous by Majori Liu and Sana Takeda. Uh, it's pretty good too. I only finished the first volume, I think. There's 9 volumes, I think, right now. Thank you to Hoopla for having my library on here. Yeah, volume 1 contains issues 1 through 6, and going to the uh, bu- 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 yeah, volume 9 came out last month. Volume 8 came out last year, and same with the volume 7. I guess these are like a year apart for each volume. That's kind of crazy. Um, maybe not. Maybe not. Yeah, every year you get a new volume because you get maybe one issue every 2 months. That sounds about right. Yeah, that looks about right. Cool. So yeah, I finished volume 1. I'm probably gonna start volume 2 tomorrow, and we'll just go from there. It's a weird and interesting story, but I think I'm finally in my comic and manga era. Manga. Oh my god. Um, yeah, it's weird just to hear that after, you know, being... Oh my god, it's being introduced to anime at such a young age when I was still in elementary school, and I've tried to get into manga over the years. I think I have a couple actually on my bookshelf that's right off screen. But the I've tried reading it before, and I don't know why, but something just kind of clicked this time. Maybe it's just forcing myself to sit through it and trying to actively enjoy something is, who could say? Who could say? But it's about time that I've, delved into the medium, and I'm glad I have, because I've been on some crazy adventures the past week in that. But yeah, I think that's where I'm gonna call it here for today. Go read some manga. Go check out some comics. Um, if you don't have, if you can't readily access some of these, go to your library, see what they have. My library has Libby for books, Hoopla for books and media, and then Comics Plus, which is another service that does comics and manga. You may have to jump through all three apps to find exactly what you're looking for, but more often than not, you can find pretty much everything. Libby is unfortunate because I need to, when I'm borrowing stuff, it's like, yes, my county's library system only has X number of copies available. So it's unfortunate when when you're looking on that app and you're looking for a book to reserve, and it says, yes, there are 2 holds on this book. Would you like to join as a 3rd hold? And so then you check the other apps, and hopefully, and luckily for me, they were available on one of the other 2 apps, so all good there. But yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna call it here for today. So thank you all for watching. I hope to see you tomorrow, and until then, later.